Have you ever stopped to think about how the world you see, the life you live, and the person you become are shaped? It's not the external world itself that dictates these things. It's the frame through which you see it. Life isn't a series of rigid, objective facts. It's a story you tell yourself. The way you choose to frame that story holds the key to resilience, power, and even greatness. Consider this. If someone tells you there's a 90% chance of success, you feel excited, ready to take on the world. But if they say there's a 10% chance of failure, suddenly your confidence wavers. The reality hasn't changed. It's the same situation, only the frame has shifted. That's where true power begins, in realizing that your interpretation of life matters more than the so-called facts of it. This ability to reframe doesn't just impact how you view situations, it also transforms how you connect with others. Think about the act of helping someone. Most people believe being helped builds connection, but the opposite is often true. When you help someone, you invest a piece of yourself in them. You create a bond, loyalty, and trust, not by waiting to receive, but by daring to give first. On the flip side, human nature is stubborn. People don't resist new ideas because they're wrong. They resist because those ideas challenge their identity, their carefully constructed reality. Direct attacks on someone's beliefs only drive them deeper into their defenses. Instead, approach from their perspective. Seek to understand, ask questions, and let them lower their guard. Slowly, you can guide them to a new perspective. The key isn't force, it's finesse. Where you choose to focus your own mind is just as important. Focus is a double-edged sword. The moment you fixate on something, a fear, a failure, an idea, it starts to appear everywhere. Your brain filters reality to match what you dwell on. Fixate on negativity, and that's all you'll see. Shift your focus to opportunity, strength, and abundance, and suddenly the world changes. It's not magic, it's selective awareness. Reality is vast, and your mind determines what you extract from it. Choose wisely, because the lens through which you see the world will define it. Confidence, too, is a powerful and dangerous force. At the start of any journey, a burst of confidence makes you feel invincible, like you've cracked the code. But beware, overconfidence can blind you. True mastery comes not from assuming you know it all, but from recognizing how much you don't know. Growth begins when you stand at the edge of the unknown and lean into it, embracing the discomfort of uncertainty. Confidence without competence is a trap, but humility paired with persistence, that's where real power lies. Here's another truth. The world doesn't feed you facts. It feeds you repetition. Repetition breeds belief, whether the message is true or not. What you hear over and over again becomes embedded in your mind, shaping your perception. Guard yourself against this illusion of truth. Question everything, even your own assumptions. Don't fall prey to the echo chambers that turn falsehoods into your reality simply because they're familiar. Protect your mind like a fortress. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts or your energy. Scarcity breeds value. Your time, attention, and emotions are not infinite. Treat them as precious resources. And then there's failure. Everyone fears it, but failure isn't your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. Every stumble exposes the cracks in your armor, pointing you to the areas that need strengthening. Failure isn't a roadblock. It's a guidepost, a sharpening stone. Each time you fail, you're presented with a choice. Stay down or rise stronger. Success isn't built on monumental leaps. It's the product of incremental victories, each one stacking on the last. Chase failure, embrace it, and let it refine you. In your darkest moments, when it feels like everything has fallen apart, that's where the truth emerges. When all the illusions, comforts, and pretenses are stripped away, you're left with raw potential. The question isn't whether you'll face storms, it's whether you'll stand tall in them. When the dust settles, when you're left with nothing but yourself, that's when you find the warrior within. The strength to persevere, to rebuild, to rise again. This is forged in the fire of adversity. But there's more. Just as others' belief in you can spark your potential, your belief in yourself is the fuel that keeps you going. When someone sees greatness in you, they offer a mirror reflecting a version of yourself you might not have seen yet. Borrow that belief if you must, but work to cultivate your own. Speak to yourself with conviction, because your inner voice will echo louder than anyone else's. You are the architect of your destiny, the master of your fate. Every thought you nurture is a seed, and what you choose to water will grow. The life you want doesn't come from waiting. It comes from framing your reality in a way that empowers you. See setbacks as setups for comebacks, failures as lessons, and struggles as stepping stones to greatness. Dreaming is vital, but action is what bridges the gap between imagination and reality. Not occasional action, but disciplined, relentless, focused effort. It's about showing up every single day, especially when it's hard. The path to mastery is paved with obstacles and doubts, but every time you rise after a fall, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than the challenge. Define your own success. The world will try to dictate what achievement looks like, but true success is personal. It's about growth, courage, and becoming the best version of yourself. And as you climb, remember to lift others with you. True power is not selfish. It inspires and uplifts. Show others what's possible, not through words, but through action. You are here for more than mere existence. You are here to conquer, to shape reality to your will. Every storm you weather, every failure you embrace, every action you take brings you closer to that greatness. Frame your reality. Take the reins of your mind. Let the power within you rise and shape the life you've always been destined to live.